Hi, friends. I want to talk a little bit about whistle reviews today and why they are important for us in growing our skills in playing the whistle. You know, and I've said this, I don't even like calling them reviews. I prefer to call them whistle introductions. And I have some exciting introductions coming soon, both for low and for high D whistles, and I'm really happy about that. And I think it's important for us to pay attention to these whistle introductions, not just the ones I provide, but the ones other people provide for a few different reasons. The first reason is you need to hear the whistle played. Excuse me. You need to know what the tone is like. You need to know how easy it is to play in the lower octave. You need to know how easy it is to play in the upper, the top of the second octave. You need to know how much breath you need. You need to know how loud it is. You need to know if there's any lag in the notes coming out from fingering. You need to know if it's loud or if it's soft. There's so much you need to know about a whistle. I know people that have purchased a whistle thinking they really wanted to play, and they got home and it was too loud, or it was too soft, or they couldn't play the high notes. And then they give up. Sometimes they give up before they know how to play the whistle, because it took me over a month, 2 months, 3 months to be really comfortable playing the top notes on my whistle. It takes time, but it's at least as important to select a whistle that you just think you're gonna like. And that's why I do the introductions. And so it's important for us to sit down and listen to these and go, oh, that's nice. You know, some whistles you want for playing in your house or your apartment, your flat. Some whistles you want to play outside. Some whistles you want to play with other people. And those are different whistles with different characteristics. Some whistles you want to use for playing in air. Some whistles you want to use for playing a reel or a jig. You might want different whistles. You might want one whistle that only does certain things. So it's important to pay attention to the tone quality, the characteristics of a whistle. And that's why I've said that, that those things are more important than the cost. Cost is really important because we all live on a budget. Well, I hope we live on a budget. So cost is vital for us to pay attention to. But at the same time, you want to know, is that a whistle I can grow into and enjoy in the long haul? Will that whistle do what I want it to do? I love playing a variety of whistles, but I would not be playing a variety of whistles today if I had not paid a lot of attention at the start in selecting my first whistle. And so, if you have questions, ask me. If you have questions, ask the group, and we'll help. We'll do everything we can. If it's a whistle I have and you want them compared to other whistles, I'll happily do that as soon as I can. If somebody in the community has that whistle and they can talk about it for us, ask the questions. We'll do what we can to answer those questions. It's so important for us to find a whistle we like and enjoy, because there's so many wonderful whistles out there. We all want to be exposed to them. And so, my friends, that's why I do whistle introductions, so that you can hear a whistle and you can understand how it plays, and you can hear me and others describing it. And I love it when you all chime in and say, oh, I have one of those and I think it's wonderful, or I have one of those and I have a hard time playing the upper octave, and it took me doing this and this to learn to do that. So, and I also deeply appreciate whistle manufacturers who have permitted me to have conversations with them, who have permitted me to ask the questions that you asked, and who have come back. I respect so much. After I introduced a whistle recently, I had a manufacturer contact me and say, well, I'd like to have a conversation about whistles that do this kind of thing, because I think my whistles do that too. I'm like, well, I hadn't paid attention to that. I tell me more. Let's talk about that. I think that is wonderful. I love it when a manufacturer jumps into our conversation. That means that that manufacturer is invested in helping you and me. You might say in a sarcastic way, well, maybe they're invested in making sales. Of course they have to be that. But the fact that they are listening to our conversation, the fact that they're joining it means that they want to help you. They want to help me. I respect that so deeply, and I hope you do too. My friends, exciting whistle introductions coming in the near future. Until next time, this is Scott Shade. Happy whistling, my friends.